Does your female cat ever leave you wondering, what on earth is she doing? From creating cozy nests out of your sweaters to carrying toys like they're her kittens, her actions are more than random, they're windows into her world. But here's the thing, understanding these behaviors can deepen your connection and help you see the loving, instinctual creature she truly is. Curious? Let's dive into the hidden world of female cats and uncover the meaning behind their most fascinating habits. Number 8. Maternal instincts. Let's kick things off with a behavior that's as adorable as it is perplexing. The maternal instinct. Ever caught your female cat carrying a toy around the house like it's her firstborn? She might softly meow at it, nudge it into a cozy spot, or, brace yourself, even try to feed it. You're probably thinking, is my cat okay? Don't worry, she hasn't gone off the deep end. This is her biological programming in action, and it's all thanks to a little hormone called prolactin. This sneaky hormone is what triggers nurturing behaviors in mother cats. But here's the kicker, even if your cat is spayed, those instincts can still stick around. So why the toy? For her, it's not just a random object, it's a stand-in for a kitten. This behavior is often a way for her to channel her innate motherly love, especially if she's feeling a little anxious or unfulfilled emotionally. Think of it as her way of saying, hey, I need a moment to nurture something. It's almost therapeutic, like how some humans hug a pillow or binge watch feel-good movies after a long day. But it's not just about comfort. Some experts believe this behavior taps into a cat's ancient survival instincts. In the wild, mother cats would carry their kittens from one place to another to keep them safe from predators. That toy she's lugging around? In her mind, it's precious cargo that needs her protection. And let's not forget the emotional bond. Watching her care for this inanimate kitten is her way of finding balance, releasing anxiety, and maybe even reminding herself, and you, of just how deeply nurturing she is at her core. So the next time you find your cat cradling a plush mouse and singing lullabies, don't laugh. Just remember, this is her biology doing its thing. Plus, it's free entertainment for you. Number 7. Protective behavior during pregnancy. Now, if your female cat is expecting, get ready for a whole new level of attention, and maybe even a little overprotectiveness. Suddenly, she's your shadow, following you from room to room like you're the only thing keeping the universe in balance. She might snuggle up to you more often, keep a watchful eye on the family dog, or even other humans, and claim your bed as her personal fortress. While this might feel like clinginess at first, it's actually her instincts kicking into high gear. In the wild, pregnant cats had to be on constant alert to protect themselves and their unborn kittens from predators. That hyper-awareness, it's still baked into her DNA, even in the comfort of your cozy home. By sticking close to you, her trusted human, she's creating a safe environment for her soon-to-be family. Think of it as her way of saying, I trust you to be my bodyguard while I handle this whole creating life thing. What's even more fascinating is how this protective behavior can strengthen your bond. Studies show that cats often seek out the person they feel safest with during stressful times, and pregnancy is no exception. If she's curling up beside you at night or watching your every move during the day, she's not just being needy, she's relying on you as her partner in this new chapter. But here's where things get even more interesting. Her protective instincts don't just stop with herself. You might notice her trying to guard you too, hissing or growling at anyone she deems a threat, even if that's just your nosy neighbor. She's essentially saying, we're a team now, and I'll keep you safe while you keep me safe. So, if your cat's suddenly acting like a mix of a bodyguard and a snugglebug, take it as a compliment. You're officially part of her inner circle, and she trusts you enough to share one of the most vulnerable periods of her life. And honestly, what's more heartwarming than that? Number 6. Nesting. Have you ever walked into your bedroom to find your favorite sweater mysteriously transformed into a fluffy nest? Or maybe your cat has carefully curated a pile of blankets, shoes, and random papers in a corner that screams, "Do not disturb"? Congratulations! You've just witnessed nesting. a behavior that's pure female feline magic. For female cats, nesting is an instinct that's as old as time. In the wild, they needed to create safe, cozy spots to raise their kittens, away from prying eyes and sharp teeth. And even if your queen has never stepped foot outside or had kittens, that instinct is alive and well. She's essentially saying, I need a space that feels like a fortress but also a 5-star hotel. What's particularly endearing is her choice of materials. She doesn't just get anything, she gathers your things. That sweater? It smells like you, her most trusted ally. Those blankets? They're soft, warm, and perfect for a would-be nursery. To her, your scent equals safety, and by surrounding herself with it, she's creating a little bubble of comfort in her world. But let's not forget her architectural ambitions. Female cats are also known for taking the high ground. Whether it's the top of a bookshelf, the fridge, or some precarious perch that leaves you questioning the laws of physics, she's scouting out the best vantage point. From up there, she can keep an eye on you, her territory, and any potential intruders. It's a combination of practicality and pure queen behavior, ruling her domain from on high. If you want to keep her happy and save your favorite sweater, consider providing her with a nesting box or a designated cozy corner. Fill it with soft materials, maybe an old t-shirt that smells like you, and watch her light up with feline joy. And when you see her snuggled up in her self-made heaven, you'll know this is her way of saying, I feel safe here. Number 5. Sensitivity to hormonal changes in their guardians. Here's a fun, and slightly spooky, fact. Your female cat might know more about what's going on in your body than you do. Whether it's pregnancy, stress, or hormonal shifts, female cats have an uncanny ability to pick up on subtle changes in their humans. It's like they have a sixth sense, and no, you're not imagining it. Researchers believe that this superpower comes down to their finely tuned senses, particularly smell. Hormonal changes in humans can cause shifts in body odor, and your cat's nose is a highly sensitive radar picking up on those signals. To her, it's like you're sending out a scent-based SOS, and her instincts kick into overdrive. She might become more affectionate, protective, or clingy, as if to say, don't worry, I've got your back. This behavior is particularly common during pregnancy. There are countless stories of cats becoming their pregnant owners' constant companions, following them around, curling up beside their bellies, and even acting as a furry bodyguard. It's like they instinctively know there's a new life involved, and they're stepping up to support you in any way they can. But it's not just about pregnancy. Stress and illness can also trigger this heightened sensitivity. If you're feeling off, your cat might pick up on it before anyone else does. Her reaction could range from extra cuddles to sticking by your side like Velcro, all in an effort to comfort and protect you. So, the next time your cat starts acting like she's reading your mind, don't be freaked out. She's just showing you how deeply connected she feels to you. And honestly, isn't that the kind of emotional support we all need? Number 4. Simulated nursing with other animals. Here's something that will tug at your heartstrings. Some female cats go beyond caring for toys or blankets and extend their motherly love to animals from entirely different species. Imagine your cat letting a baby squirrel or a tiny rabbit snuggle up to her as if they were her own. Sounds too good to be true, right? But this behavior has been documented time and time again, and it's nothing short of remarkable. What's happening here isn't just cute, it's biology at its finest. When a female cat nurtures another animal, even allowing them to nurse without producing milk, it's a testament to the power of maternal instincts. The release of oxytocin, also known as the love hormone, makes this interaction deeply rewarding for her. For the young animal, it's warmth and comfort. For her, it's an extension of her natural caregiving instincts. And it's not just about biology. This behavior hints at something deeper, a kind of interspecies empathy. Female cats seem to recognize vulnerability and step in to provide care, even if the creature looks and smells nothing like her. It's as if she's saying, you're small, helpless, and need someone. I can be that someone. So the next time you see stories of cats adopting baby birds or rabbits, know this. It's more than a quirky headline. It's a beautiful example of how maternal instincts transcend species. Number 3. The frog pose. Let's shift gears to a behavior that's equal parts fascinating and hilarious. The frog pose. If you've ever seen your female cat stretch out her front legs extended, her head low, and her tail up in the air, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's as if she's preparing for a yoga class called Downward Cat. But there's a lot more to it than just a funny stance. The official term for this posture is lordosis, and it's most commonly seen when a cat is in heat. The pose is an invitation, a signal to male cats that she's ready for mating. But here's where it gets interesting. Female cats sometimes strike this pose even when they're not in heat. In these cases, it's less about reproduction and more about communication and trust. When your cat stretches out like this in front of you, she's exposing the scent glands on her rear, which release pheromones. This is her way of marking you as part of her inner circle. Essentially, she's saying, "You're my person and I trust you enough to let my guard down." It's a mix of instinct and affection, a gesture that's both primal and deeply personal. And let's be honest, it's a little funny too. Watching her wiggle her back legs and strike a pose that looks like she's about to play leapfrog is pure entertainment. But beneath the humor lies a bond built on trust and comfort, one that makes your relationship with her all the more special. Number 2. Selective rejection of kittens. It's a harsh reality of nature. Female cats sometimes make decisions that seem cold to us, but are deeply rooted in survival. One of the most striking examples is when a mother cat rejects one of her kittens. Maybe it's the smallest of the litter or one that's not thriving. It's not easy to witness, but there's a reason behind this behavior that ties back to her instincts. In the wild, raising a litter takes an enormous amount of energy and resources. A mother cat instinctively knows that focusing on the strongest kittens increases the survival chances of her lineage. It's an unspoken calculation of resources versus survival, and while it feels cruel, it's her way of prioritizing the future of her family. Even in the comfort of a home, where food and safety aren't scarce, this instinct can still appear. It's not about a lack of love, but rather an age-old strategy hardwired into her DNA. The good news is that you, as her human, can step in to care for the rejected kitten. With your help, that little one can thrive, showing how nurture can complement nature in a domestic environment. Number 1. The Super Hunter. Every cat owner has experienced the moment. Your cat proudly presents you with a gift. Maybe it's a toy, your favorite sock, or, if you're not lucky, a freshly caught mouse. Hunting is a universal trait among cats, male and female, but when it comes to taking this skill to the next level, female cats tend to have the edge. Why? It all ties back to biology. Female cats don't just hunt for themselves, they're hardwired to provide for their young. Even if they've never had kittens, this instinct to hunt and teach is ingrained. In the wild, a mother cat must not only feed her kittens, but also pass down the skills they'll need to survive. This dual purpose makes her more strategic and methodical in her hunting approach. Now, that's not to say male cats don't have impressive hunting skills. They absolutely do. Male cats are just as likely to stalk and pounce, and many are excellent hunters. However, their approach is often driven by individual instinct rather than the additional layer of nurturing responsibility seen in females. Female cats, on the other hand, will often bring their catches to their humans or even other pets in the household, a behavior that mirrors how they'd feed and train their kittens. One of the most remarkable examples of this maternal drive is Taser, a female tortoiseshell cat from Scotland, who holds the world record for mice caught, nearly 29,000 over her lifetime. She wasn't just catching prey for herself, she was perfecting an instinct honed over generations. So, while your male cat might catch prey to show off his prowess, your female cat is playing a long game. Her hunting isn't just about skill, it's a mix of survival, teaching, and even care. She's not just a hunter, she's a provider, a strategist, and a true queen of the hunt. Female cats are more than just pets. They're a fascinating blend of instinct, emotion, and personality. By understanding their unique behaviors, you not only deepen your bond, but also unlock the secrets to their world. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more fantastic feline content, and check out our next video to explore even more wonders of the cat world. See you there!